But at the same time, there was a very radical element of these protests. And if you look at some of the footage in Denver, in Chicago, in Los Angeles, even in Washington, D.C., there were individuals that came to these protests specifically to advocate for violence. One person that I noticed, besides President Trump, that was receiving a lot of these very violent, explicit calls to violence was Stephen Miller. So he is Trump's deputy chief of staff. He received a lot of hate, I would say, in D.C., I saw, but then also in different cities around the country, people explicitly calling for acts of violence against him. We just covered a story for this that's live on the Daily Wire site about how I talked to the FBI about whether they're investigating any of these specific calls for violence, explicit, I would say, calls for violence. And, I was told the FBI can't confirm active investigations, but I was told they are aware of very specific instances and that they are keeping an eye on them. So, I think this is the closest we can get to confirming without actually confirming that there's investigations into these people. One that I found really disturbing, and I just wanted to flag, was this couple that were photographed in Denver. They're part of the Denver Communist Group. And this couple, each of them were wearing a different shirt calling for violence against individuals, specifically Republicans, conservatives, and they kind of harkened back to the death of Charlie Kirk. One of the shirts said, "Make assassinations great again." And the other one said that not enough politicians are being killed nowadays. And that one I found particularly disturbing because on the graphic of the shirt, there's a little sign that says live, indicating that the person who was being killed on the shirt was being filmed as it happened live. So this is really sickening, disturbing kinds of content. And I think that, our story is evidence that the FBI is looking into this.